top 8 placers, ranking premier event winners, even Capcom Cup champions. So many different paths, and what seems like an endless array of characters has led them all to this very stage. And as far as you and I, we have the pleasure of seeing those paths collide. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Hollywood, Raw TV, and this is Street Fighter League.
That is going to spell victory.
JB is in his head right now. How'd you do that?
My God, he is feeling it.
Oh my gosh. The matches. Let's go.
He said, nah, hold this medium.
I double dog dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. I dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. I implore you. Send the signal out. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter because Street Fighter League delivers. Man. Street Fighter League Week 14. We're getting so much closer to that playoff picture. My name is Tasty Steve.
Here with Vicious.
And we're going to get into the details needed for you guys to be caught up because the playoff picture is looking bright for a few teams. Not all those teams. It's pretty neck and neck, and it's because we have such an international talent pool here for this season of Street Fighter League. Of course, NASR joining the ranks. We had UIU getting its own team formatted and put into the system of the Street Fighter League world, and just one player making such a difference in this lineup is something that you can see has been consistent throughout this entire season.
And we're getting closer and closer to that finale, Steve, but just to kind of get you guys caught up on what we've been doing here at Street Fighter League, we've had 15 weeks of regular season play. We only have about 2 more weeks to go as they compete for that $150,000 prize pool for the winning team. Again, every single game is absolutely important. Steve, why don't you go talk to them about the standings and where we're currently at?
Now, where we're at so far in the standings, we're going to take a look. It's UIU sitting at the bottom at 0-6. Of course, we have Psycho Shinobi at 4-5. Dynamite tied right with them at 4-5. Of course, NASR 5-3. All in with 6-3, and you can see Team Alpha ahead of the pack with 7-1. You notice down there, Dynamite is ahead of Psycho Shinobi. That's why those matches are going to mean so much more. We only got 1 more week of regular play after this, and then it's playoff time, baby.
And the way we break down the tiebreakers is essentially what you have to do is you obviously want to go for the clean sweep, right? The way we determine who is over who when it comes to the standings all comes down to the game differentials, right?
And if you're going to succeed in that, you're going to want to know the format. It is 3v3 Waseda style format. That means both teams will pre-select an order. They will go 2 out of 3 in a head-to-head match. Whoever wins that match will rotate to the back of the queue to fight any remaining members. Now, once that happens, whoever wins the set will be the team battle champion. And like you said before, it goes down to the matches. You want to aim for the team wipe. You don't want to waste your time having to fight it out in the trenches, because if you do, the amount of points you get will be severely affected. The more points, it's easier for that playoff route going forward. And I mean, you want that, especially if you can see what some of these teams are going through here this season in Street Fighter League.
And of course, we have a special shout out from our sponsor, Seiko, for throwing down these exclusive Street Fighter V watches designed after the characters themselves. And they have been awarded to our MVPs, as well as giving watches to the winning team in the Street Fighter League finale.
But now we're getting down to those plays. We're about to see some amazing team matches going on. Vicious, tell us who we got coming up.
We have All In going up against Team UIU. That's going to be pretty big for All In, right? But UIU still looking to put a point on the board. And on top of that, we also have NASR going up against Alpha 3, which is very, very, very important because NASR is still close to that tiebreaker spot, right? They need to get this W to make sure they clinch their spot in that top 4. With all that in mind, again, we have only 2 weeks remaining. You guys do not want to miss it. It's going to be All In versus UIU, NASR versus Alpha 3, and I'm telling you guys, Steve has been saying it all season, so have I. It only gets better, and you guys do not want to miss this week's team battles. We're down to the final 2 weeks here. It's Street Fighter League Season 3. We got ourselves quite the matchup. It's going to be All In versus UIU. Again, we mentioned it earlier. All In is looking to secure their spot in the top 2 for the playoffs, while UIU is still looking to get that first W and really cause some turbulence for the flight up to the playoffs for Team All In.
Yeah, that's definitely true. UIU can still hurt a lot of these teams here, especially if you look at teams like Psycho Shinobi, look at teams like Dynamite. Any loss at this point can definitely put them a lot further down the ladder, and that playoff picture is going to slip further and further out of view. I'm really scared because they banned Akuma on the side of All In, and that kind of, hurts Kami. That makes me think they're just more prepared to deal with, the double Seth coming up. But you don't have to worry about it now because you're fighting the Rashids. Honestly, I think this is a good spot for UIU to be in. I feel like they can play with a lot less on their shoulders, but still hurt the overall process for some of these teams going forward. And All In is, second place at this point, but they can slip further down, which clears that path for Dynamite, Psycho, Shinobi to shoot up the ladder. So this match is still very important when it comes to what the playoffs are going to look like for some of these teams.
We'll see what happens. UIU is aiming for the poison ban. Obviously, that's directed at iDom.
However, it's still going to be quite the order. iDom is on the other side, just awaiting, and of course, at least SKZ gets to play Seth. So All In is looking a little stronger. Whenever you leave SKZ to have that Seth and be strong and get ready, I think you're going to be good regardless. But 801 Strider, JB going up first, and they're full powered, so this is going to be a great match. And
I'm already excited for it, but in the meantime, again, iDom targeted ban. I'm actually kind of curious to see what he has to say in regards to this week's team battles as he's prepped up for Team UIU. Take a look.
I am here with the reigning Capcom Cup champion, Team All In's captain, iDom. How you doing, bro?
I'm good.
Want to have a rap battle?
No.
All right. So right now you guys are top 2 in the league. Looking amazing. Just had a very important win going up against Team Dynamite. I want to start with that minute match, actually. You steamrolled him. Just being honest, you steamrolled his Sakura there.
I wasn't too worried about Sakura. We weren't too worked up about Sakura because before the match, we were practicing more for Abigail. That's what we were expecting.
Xian, when we were outside, I said that I thought Minute was going to go with Sakura, but Xian was actually saying he was expecting the Abigail too. You think that might have been a better pick?
Yeah, Abigail is just dumb. So better character.
It's more of like a
it's more of an All In. You see, he can get.
Damn, you dropping hella bars. You had an analogy last week in the post game interview.
He could have went All In with Abigail.
Oh my goodness. Well, one character that I know can go All In and get free wins is Lord. Free, no thought required. I know you're someone who like basketball. You think you can hoop. Actually, while we're here on camera, what do you think your best skill is in basketball?
Oh my God, I already been through this, Rob. I've been through this, Rob, bro. I'm a floor general. I see everything on the court, Rob. Is insane.
Man, I send you a damn anything. You would never be able to go to the rack on me, nothing like that. And I'm a football dude.
Rob, Rob, I will say you are bigger than me. You're bigger than me, but. Those ankles will get crossed, bro. You're in boots right now.
I don't think you can even do a crossover. But anyway, as far as the basketball thing, LeBron James, somebody from my great state of Ohio, he's someone who, with his Lakers team, we know LeBron can drop 40 points a game, right?
Yeah.
He's that good. But instead of doing that, he goes out there and makes sure his teammates get involved. He wants them to get off so that come playoff time, he can count on them. Because he can't do it. He can't win a championship all on his own, no matter how good he is. In you guys' situation, your record honestly reflects a lot of your talent. You've had to clutch it out a whole lot, and it's no slight to Strider and SKZ, two amazing players and friends of mine. But do you think that at this point, leading up to the playoffs, that it's important that you get them maybe in a better mindset to be able to clutch things out in case it's needed in the playoffs?
Well, we've been practicing a lot ever since Street Fighter League started. And honestly, I think Strider and SKZ are playing good. It's just bad draws and little mistakes. I mean, like I said, they keep getting deuce 7 and I keep getting aces. So I'm trying to keep my hand up.
Oh my goodness!
gotta make
Item, are you trying to be the host?
I gotta make the poker references, bro.
Oh
that was
my
the point
goodness,
of the team
that
name.
was nice.
I
Hold
gotta,
up, you know how to play poker?
yeah. I'm Rob.
I guarantee you, I smoke your poker, bro.
No.
We can
bro,
play tonight.
I've been playing since I was like 10.
Okay, and you've been asked since you've been 10.
Oh my
And
God.
we can play tonight.
Okay.
All right, Item. Well, right now you definitely have a full house. Actually, no, you don't. No, you don't. Actually, yeah. That's fair to say. You have a full house. You guys are in second place, all in. I mean, Alpha 3, I would say that they have the royal flush right now.
they have
being
a royal
in first.
flush right now.
Yeah, but that definitely can change when new cards are dealt in the playoffs. If you guys meet each other and talk to Adam, you're playing amazing, and I'm wishing you the best going forward, brother. Thanks.
I'm glad that he touched up on the NLBC Classic. Again, they've gone head-to-head so many times, but again, iDom is really showing his dominance over Smug. Again, not to take away from Smug, as that last week's battle went down to the final
it did.
thunderclap, by the way.
That's true. That's
from
definitely
iDom's
true.
Laura.
I mean, if you think about it, like you said, these guys have definitely played a bunch of matches. They know how each other play. And the NLBC Classic is something that I watch every week, right? You're looking forward to those matches. And that was still one of the best fights I've seen between those two.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. If you have not seen that, you're crazy. But this is going to be another one for the books. You want to pay attention to it. We still have to hear a little bit from Oil King representing UYU, and Rob TV is on the stage with that interview.
I am here with the fashionable leader, Oil King. How are you doing?
I'm good, and I really appreciate about you. Every time your opening will say I'm the fashionable. Thank you.
It's the truth.
But
It's the truth.
I need to tell you again, you are the fashionable too.
Thank you, Oil King. That actually means a lot. And I feel like if Punk sees this, it can end the debate. You don't need to comment on this part. But Punk, I'm pretty sure Oil King complimenting my fashion ends the debate. I have the most sauce in the FGC outside of Oil King. So, have you ever seen the movie Rocky? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's an old movie.
Yeah, super old movie. When I watched you against Xian in that last set, that's the vibes that I got watching you play. It was it brought me back to our interview that we did earlier on in the season.
Yep.
When you talked about how sometimes your instincts take over.
Yes.
And with your back to the wall there, when you could have been scared and just sat there and blocked,
Yep.
you actually hit Xian with, like, I want to say about 3 EXDPs.
Yep.
It was at least 2, maybe 3, and they all hit.
Yes.
Great reads. You refuse to just go out, no matter what the circumstance. You refuse to go out scared or soft.
When I do, maybe you see 2 times or 3 times, I forget it, but I know they will get hit. Because, how to say that, I check the situation. I'm in corner, and his, how to say that?
His health bar,
His health bar
Yeah.
still a lot. I think he don't care
it's not that big of a risk to him
yet.
to,
I think the 3 times both same situation.
yeah,
So I did it, and it's work.
yeah.
It's working.
We're not going to be talking too much about the comeback yet because you still have one more match
Yes.
coming up against Team All In. What are you thinking going into that match, and how important is it for you to get that victory? Are you going in with a free spirit, like, hey, in the end of the day, we want to just go in and play our best and enjoy ourselves, have a lighthearted match, just leave everything out there? Or is it a very serious vibe where things are tense and you want to make sure you get that W?
I think the whole match, we adjust everything, we take very serious. We take very, so adjust the last match all in the same. But for me, I think because the second time we adjust all in, right? I think this time we're harder than last time. Because last time we banned the G, and so Strider only can use his Urian. But this time, he has his G. Of course, we will not ban CS because, Kami. And iDom, no matter what we ban, both characters very strong.
Yeah.
So I think this time we're harder than last time. But we already played 9 matches. So I think now we will be okay to adjust all in.
Oil King, I feel like a true champion is able to take victory and defeat in stride. And I feel like you are actually the epitome of that. And it's always an honor to speak to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Oil King.
The journey that is SFL. I mean, it is a journey, right? We have people that have been here for 2 seasons, 3 seasons, and, you know, UYU being a new team here, JB, you know, Oil King, as well as Kami. I feel like I said, this team is more of a family outside of the FGC than I've seen, especially traveling the world, and him saying that he's ready and enjoyed his journey so far with these top-level players. I mean, I'm looking at you as one of the highest top-level players here, but regardless, it's been a pleasure having Oil King, as well as all these other international players, but now it's time to get to the nitty-gritty, the teeth of things here. It's going to be 801 Strider versus JB to start off Week 14 of Street Fighter League.
And here you can expect the G pick coming from 801 Strider, as well as the Rashid pick from JB. This is going to be
full power.
Yeah, full power without a doubt. So 801 Strider has been doing pretty well for G, with his G, these last couple of weeks. We've seen what he's capable of once he really gets things going. You know how many times he's whiff punished with lights and gone into the dash wing lows so many times? He's going to still have a hard time in this matchup, I feel like. He's going to be going tit for tat with these normals. Crouching Fierce might be the play for a lot of it, or at least trying to control G, right?
Yeah, I mean, the mixer, I feel like, is really going to be the name of the game. That way you can kind of delay it to catch that cross up, to jump in, as well as just control a little bit of the ground game as well. Push to the corner and see how they react. But now you get into a dangerous area, because now, oh man, look at this damage. Be careful. Wheel kick. Look at this. Now you're on the other side and you got to guess for your life. No command throw. I'm waking up with these legs, bro. The three-frame.
I've already made my choice.
Oh, and just walking forward, getting hit by that standing heavy kick coming from G.
And so we talked about the normals that Rashid presents when it comes to this part of the game, right? This phase of the game. Crouching Fear is definitely a great normal, but then G has some great normals of his own. Crouching medium kick, stand roundhouse, forward heavy punch. There's so many normals that just reach out and can possibly crush counter.
I mean, and stand jab, another one, right? Like, just so many pokes. That big jumping heavy punch coming from Rashid right now. Get in, forward throw. Oh,
we got caught.
Stun.
The wild thing is, I think 801 Strider might have tried to. Oh, the mix! The mix! I saw him move forward. I was like, this is going to be cross under. No ankle insurance on anybody's legs. We're all broken right now.
Ankle insurance or angle insurance, right? Which way is he coming? Stand medium kick. Once again, yeah, you talked about those normals. And they're definitely kind of keeping Rashid at bay, but not for long. Look at the air-to-air option. JB looking good this first game, 3rd round. Trying to close out. You want that momentum. 801 Strider says, nah, nothing doing.
Oh, that slight hesitation. Got the crouch jab, and I like 801 Strider not overcommitting on that. He's not overextending after the crouch medium punch, too. But JB, again, does have V trigger on deck. How is he going to control this space against 801 Strider?
He's looking for a heavy activation. Probably staying heavy kick. He's just looking for the spacing right now.
Oh, I like that. The delayed eagle spike.
And still sitting on that trigger. Saving it for the close.
Oh,
that's going to not just a neutral jump. I'm not sure. He gets behind him. Another jump. That should be the round. Yo, JB. What did I say earlier? I said that these, man, you cannot afford losses this far in the playoff season. You can't do it. We're too close.
You're towards Fierce. I think it's clipping him a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure why, but it's just hitting him.
He's not pressing the right buttons, because it should be really dangerous for me to do, because he can just stand fierce. But he's not doing that a lot. Honestly, I'm just not reacting. Like, that's essentially it.
Getting as many W's on the board kind of hinders their progress, or at least that safety net in that top 2 spot.
One of the things we talked about is wanting to get that full team sweep, right? So right now, any win right now on the side of UYU is going to hurt All In at this point. And we saw that last match last week coming from Punk versus iDom.
Ooh, look at all these medium punches coming in against 801 Strike. The instant air, that could have been a stun. No, miscalculated a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the destination. I'm sure that was the idea. Get the stun. Oh, 4 medium punch actually interrupts. That's such a good trade. Taking to the air. Takes a throw. Man, JB is playing so well. Activation. The reversal and the punish.
Smart.
He's so smart. The brain on JB. You thought it was hair. That's all brain under there.
Oh, that's nasty, Steve. You mean to tell me his brain's got more hair than I do? That's crazy. That is actually ridiculous.
EX spinning mixer, stop it.
You did this to me, man. All right, so again, fishing with these stand medium punches. It worked last time for 801 Strider. He definitely bit to that bait. But here comes Rashid now. Okay.
Set point. This is set
Off the
point.
wall.
Okay.
I like that. Jump
Hard
back strong.
knockdown. Goes for the command throw.
JB is on fire with these reads.
JB!
Absolutely ridiculous. He is.
You can't keep eating those
He's
hits,
awake.
though. That trigger activation is going to be pivotal right now for G. That's when the game really starts. And all it takes is one. Trigger not there yet, but there it is. That means the next thing you block may be activation, and it's going to be the EX. Tries to go for the throw. Anti-air check. Wake up with the 3-favor back throw. JB still in control.
Activation. Oh, he might have gotten it.
Oh, just backing up.
Oh, boy,
What a
he's
hit.
dead.
JB
He's
closes
dead.
it out.
2-0.
Yo, this is so important. What did we say? The team sweep is pivotal right now, and they've already done damage to the reputation that's in the numbers for All In. We could see him bleeding. That means we can knock him down a peg.
That's JB's best game
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
in Street Fighter League right now.
When I see JB play Rashid and he starts getting his reads, I feel like it's almost impossible to stop the momentum. Speaking of momentum and stopping, Kami, another one of these players from UIU, first time at Street Fighter League. We had an interview with him last week talking about the experience, but just looking at what he's done for this team, this is very doable in the mirror. We've seen Kami make major moves here for UIU, just getting points on the board and once again stopping and potentially stopping some of, this momentum. I mean, All In still has SKZ, another premium player at this point, especially considering the first move made by SKZ was to take out none other than Punk, and that's the team we're looking at in first place. All In hot on the heels right now. This match is important for All In. I'm telling you right now. Dynamite Psycho Shinobi is like, hey, I dare you to lose right now. That puts you right in our sights to go up in this playoff picture. All right, here we go. These two gonna Seth mirror. I like the axe kicks just to start off. Nice check. Kami on the defense right now. Back throw to get things started.
Ooh, yeah, you guys look exactly alike.
Ooh. Wow, tries to go for the anti-air. Nice pick up there by Kami. Anti-air, yeah, you got to stop with the jump. A good pickup and conversion on the damage. Even gets the corner off of it. SKZ in control right now. A little bit of 40% left on the bar.
I like that.
Activation, side switch.
We haven't seen that too much from Kami either. The crouching heavy kick to go to the activation like that. Slow adaptations, but still made nonetheless. Activation, mad cradle off that wrist. The read against SKZ does not work out. He's done that from time to time as well. He's known to take some turns back.
Yeah. Try to steal some turns in between on that pressure. And you got to be prepared, right? Oh, I love that punish.
Big time, yeah. A lot of space afterwards, but SKZ fighting his way back. A lot of forward movement on the ground. Barely any accidents yet.
Anti-air crouching heavy punch. Heavy kick, excuse me. Interrupt. I like that.
Dash it twice. What's the meat? Oh, SKZ moving. Oh, I like that. That's great for Kami. Didn't get caught in the full extent of that standing heavy kick.
Jump in, almost finds his mark. SKZ whittling down at that life bar. No check this time. Activate.
Plus frames on that. But still, SKZ manages to backdash out of harm.
He's going to keep jumping
the
on
activation time.
Oh, full CA. You're done. You're done. But that's a lot of scaling, right?
Well, you do get the slight power up while
Yeah.
in trigger for the crit, so
Done.
you're dead, yeah.
Oh, what the? You have to be careful, bro. He's just gonna keep jumping on you. You just keep jumping around house and stuff.
Yeah, no dash one tie or jump.
Just make sure you anti-air him, bro. Whatever, just go for it, even if you get hit.
Man, it's so sporadic. You gotta use big words when you play people like this.
Oh, that could have been a big.
Okay. Push the V skill too. I like this. I like it even more so for Kami. I feel like his corner pressure is so good.
Nice.
And look at the stun early. Not going to be able to kill, but still advantage in favor at this point.
Oh, he was trying to bait out the throw. SKZ with the discipline and the patience not to press the button. But one more touch. Or at least maybe a touch and a half. Nope, just a solid touch. Great
The
confirm from Kami with a perfect.
perfect.
Nice work, Kami.
Okay, Kami's second game, first round, looking good. Didn't even notice SKZ was running V skill 2 as well. Same side, no
And
mix.
he's still moving. Jesus Christ.
All these. That V skill 2 powered Hecaton craze is really nice. It's just like the punch. I love that, man. It looks so sick, and it's really good on wake up as well. Covers a lot of screen distance.
Oh. Yeah, when you don't want to play neutral, just do that, right?
Yeah.
Actually, just covers so much ground. Here we go.
Nice, bro.
Kami
Chill
getting things
out.
started. Forward heavy punch instead. Mad cradle busts out from SKZ out the corner. Activation route
Nice
from the
back
Hecaton Kreese. Whoa!
Oh, the low forward almost.
Jesus Christ.
Defense looking good on the side of Kami.
Ooh, could have been big.
Just look at how Kami's navigating this V trigger. Dashes out. Oh. I don't know if C8 this time.
Oh.
Once again,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
the
dead.
same instance,
I'm with
but
I think-
I think she's gonna. I think it's gonna live.
Okay.
No.
I think-
Live. Oh my God.
There's significant damage on that extra. On top of that, from
Oh
the
my
V-trigger.
God.
That's the thing. Maybe normal version Seth without V-trigger, you would have been right. There's too much extra.
So extra. Extra.
I mean, just watch out for random low forward.
Okay. Once again, this corner pressure
Nice.
from Kami is so good.
Yeah, spin the
Big
mad
damage.
cradle.
Last time went for the jump light to bait the throw. This time stays on the ground.
Oh, yeah, caught him trying to
Nice.
move. Oh, you get that extra two?
Forward throw. Oh, dash up, interrupted,
Never mind.
and checked. Side switch.
Dangerous
Oh,
territory.
big punish, and that's the match. That means Kami gets
He's
one.
almond
That's going to
stick,
go to
bro.
a third match right now between these two. And you see a little smirk come across Kami's face right there because he knows they're getting a lot closer to making this
Holy
a problem
cow.
for All In. I mean, iDom is still in the back, but you still got to fight. If they make it all the way through and have two Rashids to fight, leaving that whole OCV for him again, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work.
You know, one of the
Interrupt.
biggest things I want to highlight about Kami, again, playing a fantastic
Grab
ground
him,
game,
grab
but
him.
there's certain times where the anti-air option isn't there, right?
Yeah.
SKZ's starting to sniff that out, but I gotta say, Kami's ground game has been ridiculous. And
No,
there
it's
it
so
is.
good.
Yeah,
So
now
good.
he's
As
trying
long
to
as you
tease him
try.
with it. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna axe kick in front of you and see how you react.
Oh, tries to go for the throw.
Close to stun.
Oh, they both with. Wait, what's the
Not
damage? Not gonna kill. Not gonna kill. Wait a minute. Wake
Nice.
up.
Wow.
Activate. The reversal. Anything will do it right now in this third match, first round.
You got this. You got
SKZ.
this. Take it slow.
I know we talked
Gain
about
some
the,
meter back.
you know, the defense or the anti-airs, but I feel like Kami's so sure in his defense.
Yeah, and in his credit, like, it's hard if
I'm inclined
Axe
to agree
kick
at this
comes out.
point.
If an axe kick comes out, then he gets baited like last time, right?
We have reversal,
So
too.
I do like his defense, staying on the ground a little bit.
Look how Kami's fighting in this situation where it's a kill. You get touched,
you
you're
go.
dead. He's still fighting. 23 seconds on the clock, and this is looking positive for Kami. Another short. This is still
Game
going.
for him.
18 seconds left. SKZ has to be careful.
This is such a
Yo,
scary
Kami says
situation.
dash
10
in one
seconds.
more time. He says dash in one more time.
could've been
Oh, that could have been
Would
huge.
have been it.
Set point
It's okay.
right now. Oil King says it's okay, Kami. It's okay.
Still got more games to play, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh. I felt like that's the first time Kami has lost an air-to-air exchange in
Bro,
forever.
this dude is
Yeah.
just damn sandwich 24/7.
Crouching strongs with pressure, dashing up as well.
No check here.
Okay.
Okay.
Mad cradle. I like that. Stealing it away from SKZ. That was so far! What a buffer.
Once again, back on the offensive. Here comes Kami. Great
Yes.
punish. We haven't seen that in the last few rounds. And
Nice.
look at the
It's so
range
good,
he's
it's so good.
playing
He's
at.
wasting
Not
it.
range enough for that to be a good move. Back to the corner you go. SKZ in control. Music speeds up. That means he's getting life flow.
Harassing with all the medium
Activate.
punches. But look at Kami. The side switch after that. Hecaton Kreese. What's the meaty? Went for the crouch strong and nice and easy. He's backing up out of
Dash
the
up
corner.
forward throw.
What?
Oh, wow.
The
That's
whip
crazy.
punish?
That was crazy.
The whip
SKZ holding it down in the Seth mirror. That's going to put him back in the queue. Wait, is that 1-1 or 2-1?
That is 2-1
Okay,
indeed.
all right. Scared myself right there.
won the first game against Kami, lost the second one, and then won the third one.
Still good showing. Good. That was a really good set. Oil King talked about being, you know, among all these top players, but I see Oil King as a very valid threat. I mean, as a like as one of the Rashid top players, right? Like in contention, you know, top player, you know, like Rashid top player in the world, you know.
So seeing him here today, we talked to him a little bit too. Week after week, he's like, you know, sometimes it could be a little intimidating facing off against all of these top players. I'm like, bro, you're a top player.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Not realize that?
I mean, but that's kind of what you get as a top player. Like as someone who's always trying to improve, you always, you know, want to be realistic about where you stand with yourself, right? And even saying in previous weeks that he wants to take responsibility, being the oldest in the team, right? And being very close with this UYU squad, this Kami, this JB has done wonders, I feel like, for him as a player in general, you know, not specifically here Street Fighter League, of course, but just when they travel, CPT, you know, all those events, they go there and they are strong. iDom, on the other hand, you already know, he says, I travel alone. I'm a Capcom Cup champion. He's like, you're trying to beat me.
It's so funny that you mentioned how well-traveled these guys are on a worldwide scale when it comes to like CPT events. My man iDom has been hitting the online streets forever.
Right.
The only time he travels, he leaves his stoop for NLBC.
Right, exactly.
But
I mean, not in recent times, but you know, when we could leave the house.
When he went to an event though, when he actually showed up and actually was able to travel, he made numbers. There was a trail of bodies anytime iDom showed up.
Me and IFC Ives, shout outs to IFC Ives, we always said this before iDom really started traveling. He told me so long before, he was like, if he ever travels, there will be bodies. There will be bodies. And it's true. So many so to give him a Capcom Cup championship in an outfit to prove it.
And already started, yeah, party time. The first sunset wheel, looking for the bicycle. You don't want to just do it once, right?
And
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Okay, are we going to get a tricycle too? What's going on here?
Oh, EX, get out of here. The spinning mixer cowboy. The EX spinning mixer cowboy. Oh, what an anti-air. And not believing in it. Wait a minute, Oil King. Oh,
what an interrupt.
Another one. Wait a minute. You know what time it is?
Party time.
The reversal. Wow. I like what this looks like for Rashid. Oh, off the wall, my man's out of there. Look at the movement. Oh my God, the change of trajectory.
This guy, Oil King, was all over the screen. iDom even couldn't check. He couldn't check him at all. No checks, no balances, nothing.
Slippery. My man Squirrely. Off the wall. Looks like one of those old trick shots, man. Off the roof.
Bounce it. Call it. Swish.
Right. Off the pigeon.
Nailed it. Oh, yeah.
And look
That's
at how
Oil
he's
King staple.
That is an Oil King staple. The EX Cowboy. Oh.
Okay. A little bit of dangerous territory here. No meter on the side of Oil King just yet, so we can't bust out. This gives iDom all the normals in the world to go in, dash up, and command grab if he needs to.
Oh. Goes for successful jumps here from Oil King. Sets up the V trigger, and you see iDom try to walk into it to not have to take any damage from it. Big cash out right here. Once again, if you find a hole, you know what's going to happen, but you're not going to find it first game. That's going to be Oil King, and oh man, the trip is getting a lot. It's getting rocky over there.
Yeah, don't try to play too reactive. Like, it's too hard right now. Just... yeah, exploit his defensive habits and just kill him.
How many people have beat iDom a match in Street Fighter League since Laura has been unleashed, right? That's all you got to look at. And it's a very small list. I'm pretty sure it's only him and Punk. So...
they say you should fear a man who has nothing to lose right now. Again, Oil King
in
this position.
Bars.
Still cause problems for Team All In. I'm telling you, that's... in itself is a huge risk, right? Because of the potential punishes. But if you can't read it, if you get hit, then all that's out the window. My man, Oil King is playing so good right now.
Oh. Problems for All In. Congratulations for Dynamite and Psycho Shinobi if it works out. As well as NASR, man. They get another chance. But that means every match is going to matter. Go for it. Uh-oh, and this is the game iDom likes to play. Now, this is the wheelhouse. Wow, and that's the wheelhouse of Oil King. Sets up the trigger. It's been a game changer before. Gets the jump, side switch. Last barrier of entry. Back to the wall, Oil King. Off the wall once again, 3 ways out, finds the hit, and this second game is looking like it's Oil King's to win.
That could have been a big anti-air.
But there's no trigger on the side of Oil King. This is gonna, I mean, on the side of Lore. So this is gonna be a lot harder. Gets the knockdown.
Don't EX
the throw.
Don't EX him. Don't do it to him.
Oil King.
Don't you dare
Oil
move.
King on the verge of sending iDom out of the team battle right now.
Steve and I just looked at each other. As soon as we saw Bar on the side of Oil King, we knew it was coming out.
Eye contact was made. Okay, back throw. Oh my, spinning.
Do it again.
You hear him winding up. Spinning mixer.
Oh.
I still like the defense coming from Oil King. I mean, that last part, right as I said it, but for the most part, it's been so good at avoiding these situations, staying out of danger. Finally,
he's 100% right now, Steve.
God.
He's 100% on EX spinning mixer.
That's
my God.
Yeah,
Look, man,
I gotta watch out of the bar. I gotta watch the bar. Is that how he wants to die?
Again, playing like a man possessed, using every single EX bar as soon as he spends it.
Right?
Like you said earlier in previous weeks, scared money don't make no money.
Scared money don't make no money. Woo!
Let's go!
Look, my man is 100%.
Let's go!
Yo, I got these spinning mixers for you.
I got these spinning mixers,
I got
man.
these spinning mixers, man. Oh, big crush. You also have a stun bar. And
I gotta watch the bar.
Taking advantage. That's going to be 1-1.
Like, I don't think, has he ever gotten hit by a crush counter Laura combo? Does he not know he loses after that?
801 Strider saying, does he not know how to fight this matchup? My man is swinging like crazy. He's like, look, stop me. How about you make me stop spinning?
That's the thing. They can't stop me.
Still
even
spinning.
if they stopped me. That's the thing about Oil King, right? He's got that mentality.
My man say, even if they stop you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You still better respect the spacing. He's Capcom Cup champion.
Ooh.
Anti-air sunset flip. Has to be really careful. You see, I'm just backing up a little bit. Wow. The evasion. Gets the corner back, and here comes Oil King. No anti-air. Oh, spinning mixer. My man is still at 100%. Backdash. Oh.
He doesn't need,
no.
He doesn't need the anti-air. Oh, wait a minute. You're dead.
Jesus.
Set point.
I thought he had to guess one
Set
more.
point. It's going to put JB in a position, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Set point right now. Going for iDom. That'll leave them 2 players on the side. SKZ being the other. Ooh.
That could have been dangerous. The first miss we've seen, iDom. Again, he smells blood. He sees the blood come out right now. He's cut him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He smells blood.
No,
that's 2 in a row.
No.
And that's going to spell it all. That's going to be defeat for Oil King. iDom with the adaptation towards the end. As soon as he sees meter, he's going to be blocking.
You heard what 801 Strider said. That kind of goes exactly to what you saw right there. 2 whiff spinning mixes. That was the end of the round. That was it.
So SKZ coming back into queue, or at least coming up to play, going up against JB. A whole different beast when it comes to the Rashid play, right?
JB?
Yep.
If you want to punish his die key, just use the median, stay median key.
Okay.
More safe. Don't do, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. I understand.
Just be careful though. This dude is probably the randomest player to touch the sticks
No, I
on
understand,
Street Fighter,
but
bro.
I just know he's gonna keep jumping until you anti-air him.
Then how is Xian so solid, but the rest of Singapore is just so nutty? Bravery and all them. How do you raise the nuts like this?
Let's go, JB.
I need Xian to teach me.
Just completely redirected that conversation.
All right. derailed the whole conversation. It's like he's nutty. He's random.
And then let's go, JB. I like that rebuttal.
JB, SKZ, all in UIU. That's what we're looking at.
Big axe kick, one of the things to look out for as you play against SKZ, right? He's done so much success closing the gap and applying that pressure off of mixing up the axe kicks and the normal jump.
Ooh, and then puts himself back in the corner only to get the combo, and now back to the center of the stage. Actually, the other side, so quick, nice.
I like that option, anti-air with a spinning mixer, right? No fear in JB's heart. He's got the anti-airs for sure, but finds the mark off the cross-up. Mad Cradle to finish off the combo off that opening. EX spinning mixer, taking a page out of Oil King's book.
And you saw the backdash too? Wow, yo, JB with the overhead. Jump, man. You see the pose? Woo.
Elbow to the dome off the top ropes. JB striking first here in game one. Raw Eagle Spike, checking him on the ground. Do it again with the overhead. SKZ in a lot of trouble mentally.
Gets the hit. Stun on the table. Big hit, big
That should
stun.
be enough,
Let's keep
right?
play.
There was a little ceiling on
I don't
that?
think so.
Oh, okay. If anything,
No, no.
Okay, no, never mind.
Ooh.
Don't let him play.
That
I mean, if he
hurts.
want to be that nutty, he kind of got a whole lot. My man's is mad random.
What was that, like
bro.
30%? More than that.
Bruh, that
It
was
has to be
definitely more than
that.
30%.
Like 40%?
Bro, look how fast that match went. That was one match. Yo, damn, that was fast.
Watch
I don't
him
know,
jump.
the way JB is playing right now, you heard what Kami said. He's like, he thinks he can beat iDom. And I'm going to tell you right now, we saw how good Oil King was playing from the beginning.
Yes.
Just imagine if access to that Rashid would have been let loose. If that chain would have been a little loosened in the first half of Season 3.
Perfect.
It would have been a very big impact for sure, without a doubt. 'Cause again, having two Rashids on one team, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another one. I bet you won't do it again. Oh, Rashid in the corner now. Activation off the Hecaton Craze. Okay. Blocking EX spinning mixer. That is a great answer to those axe kicks.
The buffer
Bro,
on
my
that. He
man
checked
does
him with the
not
stand
block.
heavy punch. He's like, don't press the button.
Yo,
Don't
set
do it.
point right now. That's looking like a 2-0. As soon as I say that, it's the yo just to get out of there
You
and
see
still
SKZ
ready.
was 100%
and
ready for
still
it.
ready.
Chase down the Eagle Spike. A lot of corner control. Okay, I like that option of V-reversal early. He's still going to have enough life to build enough V-gauge afterwards, so it's going to be great for JB.
Ooh,
the Mad Cradle delayed. Perfect timing there.
Spinning mixer. Okay,
Mad
okay,
Cradle.
I could do it too.
Stealing turns away as well. SKZ now in full control with the life lead.
Stand light kick, big crush.
You got it.
Uh-oh. Ooh, tries to go for the shimmy. Check this time,
Nice.
finds an
Stun.
opening. Look at the
Stun,
damage and
not yet.
trigger
Oh.
too. Oh my
grabbed.
God, he
He
woke
still
up and hit
pressed
a
up, grabbed
button.
him.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. But that gives him another life, especially in this match. That was set point. SKZ fighting back. No
This
punish.
is so hard for JB now. Look at all the meter on the side of SKZ. One solid opening could lead to damage, the corner pressure, but JB is not going to let that happen, right? He's already off to a great start. The anti-air's there. Oh, the
Oh,
X-Mad
bust out.
Cradle just in case.
Forward throw. Wow, wake up. Stand light kick. It's like, you want to wake up with buttons? Well, guess what?
W, this
I
should be
can
game for
also
you.
wake
He's
up
gonna
with
jump.
buttons. Oh, jump back. And just the trigger almost completely gone right now. Here's the pressure forward throw again. We've seen the EX Mad Cradle back throw. Wow, that's crazy. Activation, V reversal, I'm out. What a chase. SKZ to close out. And we're going to another match. Man, what an answer back. He's like, yeah, that's right. I play a little bit nutty, but guess who's dead? Not me. Nope.
Not today.
He did. It was perfect. He V-reversal out of the corner. He walked
Right,
back,
right.
crouching medium kick right into the EX.
Yeah, so he did EX cool disaster. And this, man, just the reads from SKZ has been
Oh, wow. Oh, shimmy right there. Slipping out of control. Tries to go for a small shimmy. Fighting back out of the corner. The medium kick activate. Corner pressure again. Back in favor of JB. Tick throw successful.
Bad Cradle might be coming out.
Nice.
What an interrupt!
It's
He
okay.
obviously
It's okay.
knows. He knows what to do in that situation.
No,
Okay.
you cannot
Heavy.
check that. It is special cancelable. So if they go into it and check it, it could spell the end. Overhead. You gotta be careful. Hey, that's my rocket chair.
You can do this.
Now set point for SKZ, and it's already looking good.
Oh, big counter hit conversion off of that stand. Jab, that straight hit leads to so much damage and potential stun.
I love this so much.
JB activation off the V trigger, chasing him
Oh
down.
my! Big damage, and JB just back in this match just because of that exchange. Careful of the throw. No meter, so you know the pressure's coming this time. Got to be careful. The chase with the crouch short. Oh, the
crouching
anti-air.
strong,
Side
side
switch. JB.
One more for.
Oh my
God!
god. Oh, the chase that's gonna hit.
Nice.
Oh my god, we're
You
going
did
to
it.
a final
I
round,
respect it.
final match. Let's go. JB.
Caught the activation of that with that heavy kick just in time. And now SKT
What a whip punish.
Dash up.
Yeah.
EX spinning mixer. Oh,
Didn't
go
match for the
rest of
hits.
it.
Oh. Could have confirmed. Could have been something big. The
What a
whip punish.
whip punish.
JB. Gotta be careful here. We've seen SKZ willing to hit the trigger.
Oh yeah, HP spinning mixer. Keep him in this corner. SKZ's trapped right now. Look at the tornado coming his way. No.
Oh. Oh, fourth throw. JB. Circling in on home. Coming from
Nice.
third base, and that's a point on the board. JB. He's got to fight iDom now, though. Gotta
That's
fight iDom
Two
now,
W's
though.
on the side of JB. Hold on, relax real quick. Relax a little bit. Let's get settled in on what's about to happen. iDom versus JB. iDom again looking nice and clean with the lower play as per usual.
Look at the way
But-
these matches
but
are
JB has been
unfolding.
playing out of his mind too.
Look at the way these matches are unfolding
This
for UYU.
This is the most like honed in and focused I've seen JB. Honestly.
And on top of that, he has Oil King right behind him and in his ear. If JB does this, do you know what happens?
Yeah, you're gonna break the plexiglass. You're gonna
That's
grab
true,
my
that's
arm
true.
and throw me onto the stage. But realistically, for the rest of the league, right, this is gonna be pretty big. If All In takes this L right now against UYU, not only does UYU secure their first win, but All In is now vulnerable to losing that second place spot
Yep, and going
into
to
the playoffs.
lose the side in playoffs. That's true. And you know every other team is cheering for UYU right now. I bet you they got a lot of fans in these other teams. UYU, we got iDom going against UYU's JB happening in front of us. Oh my gosh. Pressure. Same side, V reversal, and the chase
he
sunset
is
flip.
going all
Yeah,
in
he's
right
not
now.
even letting
He's living
him
up
move
to the team's name. Okay, a little bit of patience there. Nice. A subtle shimmy, but still got the throw.
Oh no, no
No
confirm.
conversion.
No,
Push.
another sunset flip, and
Oh,
that's
man.
it. Flip the switch on the life bar.
Relatively fast round on the side of iDom, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
we were expecting to see that sometimes when it comes to Laura play and the way he just navigates around his opponent's defenses.
And it's safe evil spike right there.
Oh,
Ooh.
what side? Doesn't matter. I'm airborne.
Wow, that was swaggy.
My God!
Fun on the command grab.
Ow, ow.
16 seconds, Steve.
Ow.
Actually going
He got
for
the stun in
speed runs right now.
16 seconds.
He's actually going for a speed run, man. That man wants to take his nap
Don't
already.
don't let him easy to offense. You see, I play. I will, how to say that? I will want to space him more in the beginning.
Oh,
Off to
okay,
an
okay.
amazing start is iDom. Again, if you're the other teams in contention for the top 4 spot, you're looking for All In to fall. But if you're 801 Strider and SKZ, you're like, nah, we're not too worried. We got iDom. We're all right.
Right.
We'll be fine. But JB, again, still playing out of his mind. He still has another chance at this. I think the biggest issue here is trying your damnedest to make sure iDom doesn't get in, right?
Oh,
Oh, uh-oh. The
not over
exchange.
yet, though. It's not over yet. JB can make adjustments. JB can change it up.
Yes, you space him.
I mean, it's been said before, right? If I can change, then you can change.
No yes, no
Everybody
yes.
can change.
Oof.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh, what a check. I like that. Crouching light kick to deter or to negate that activation off the EX Thunderclap.
Crouching medium kick goes under thunderclap, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, crouching light kick and crouching medium kick, yeah.
Oh, defense looking solid. V reversal on the EX. Almost got the counter hit confirmed. The chase again into the reset. This is not looking good right now for JB. No anti-air. A little late to pull the trigger on that HP spinning mixer. This is set point for iDom and all in. Things were looking good at the start of this, but it's not looking good right now.
Oh.
Crouch medium kick.
Oh, I like that trade. That was beautifully done. So calculated from JB.
Oh, the crush. Big damage here. Stun on the table now. Tries to go for the air there. Oh, and no sweep right there. No block on the overhead. Better watch for that command throw. Overhead crush. You got to be careful. Oh, no, you're dead.
The meaties are on lock. Oh,
No.
Went for the reset instead.
Thought going to take the damage.
Might not be a factor, but you might be dead instead.
No, and JB takes the bait. iDom takes the W, and that's going to send All In to their next victory. Good games. Good games.
But on the upside, UIU, again, taking down 2 games in that entire set.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty good, at least for the other teams, too. Right? You're looking at it as, all right, they only got +1 on that entire exchange.
All right.
I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel for some of these teams to get at least in the top 2 spot, right?
I'm no longer asking. I'm telling you to find. I dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. You can't. It's so good.
I'm loving it, man. The way everything's unfolding, how the standings are currently with all of these teams. Again, every single one of these individuals are huge threats. The pool full of sharks, well, you're looking at them. There's an international players ball here at Street Fighter League, and it's still been completely unpredictable the way things have gone. Week after week, all of these matches have been absolutely intense. But it's still, we got plenty more games to play, right?
Yeah, that's true. I like All In getting another point. Sending another W. Going to increase that lead just a little bit. Now that's going to make it all the harder for the remaining team. I feel like everybody was sweating at the end of that game, right?
Yes. Oh, no, without a doubt. But you know who wasn't sweating? My man iDom. He just came here to play. In fact, I do believe Rob TV is standing by with the man who clutched it out yet again for Team All In. Let's take a listen in.
I'm here with iDom, ladies and gentlemen. You just had to ruin it, huh?
I mean, I didn't want to be that one team, the one team that loses, so I had to try hard.
You do realize that everyone at home, outside of, maybe your family members, was rooting for Team UIU.
No, I think the Rashid haters out there was probably rooting for me to win, because I know there's a lot of people who don't like Rashid, so, I got to do it for all those guys out there.
Some big reads were being made when you went up against the team captain of UIU. My man hit you with 56.3 EXDPs. Why were you blocking with your face?
I was just being stubborn because they were telling me after there was one where it was last hit and it was if I got hit I lost and if he got hit he lost, and I was like, he's not gonna DP there, and he did it anyway, and after that point I was like, all right, I'm done, no more. I'm done.
So there was something interesting that you noticed about your records on Street Fighter League. You have officially finished the regular season 7-3. Congratulations on that, by the way. What trend have you noticed when it comes to your records here?
So usually when I play in Street Fighter League, the first season I went 7-3. The second season I went 3-7, and now I went 7-3 again, which is really strange because I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If there's a season 4, I'm going to go 3-7 again.
Yeah, so as far as, anyone, if you're in a Street Fighter League fantasy bracket next year, then make sure you bet on iDom's team being 3-7. Don't put them on your fantasy squad. But this season, man, you guys have been amazing. You're currently sitting in that second place spot. And if we have the fated matchup, Punk versus iDom, Alpha 3 versus Team All In the playoffs on winner's side, what would the outcome be?
The problem is, last time we played, you see, he said they banned Karen, his main, obviously. They banned Poison, my main. No one talks about that. I was playing my secondary Laura.
Oh, my God. I mean, I guess technically that's true. You definitely won Capcom Cup.
With Poison.
Yeah, you did. So if you're at 100%, when it comes to that final run back, if you guys do end up having it,
How do you think it's gonna go?
I mean, like I said, the bands play a huge factor, so I couldn't even tell.
Always humble, and as long as it's not, you know, the season in between seasons, always winning. Your Capcom Cup champion, iDom.
I like iDom having a lot of words for us right there, and actually broke down a few things that happened in that match. Talked about, you know, going up against Oil King and getting down to when he had the mental breaking point and been like, you know what, I'm just gonna block on Wake Up right now. Like, I'm not messing with this at all.
So again, All In securing that spot, but it was only one W that really attributes to that tiebreaker, right? As the set went 3-2, UYU was very, very close in knocking these Titans down. But again, All In is still sitting in that current second place spot in the overall standings. But we still have more games to play, Steve.
That's true. All In's kind of waiting to see who's going to be closer to them at this point, because they've played all 10 of their games at this point. That means they're in the sit and wait position. They're sitting in the bleachers. They're back in the locker room watching, waiting to see how this next team battle plays out. And it's going to be a doozy, and we're going to get to it on the other side of this break. It's going to be NASR versus Alpha 3. This has major implications, and you don't want to miss it after this. Week 14 Street Fighter League is just heating up. Our next team battle is about to get started. It's going to be NASR going up against Alpha 3. And this situation is getting very tense, right? Because if NASR needs to win their next two, at least this battle, right? They need at least one team battle to get into playoffs, right? But if they get that too, that's what's really going to help them out, push them up in some of those team battles. And they need those to be I feel like secured in that spot, because it's still very much in flux when it comes to the playoff side of like those last two spots, right? Of course, obviously, Alpha 3 still looking good in first place, but if they lose team battles, they could potentially, worst case scenario, they can go down to third place, and that puts them in the loser side,
That's
and they don't want to be there. Thing is to point out is that Alpha 3 themselves said they don't run a run into Team NASR in a playoff situation. This is essentially a playoff situation, right?
Exactly, yeah. So we do have ourselves set up with Alpha 3 and NASR. I do believe NASR is actually targeting their Karen. Alpha 3 is going for the Akuma band. It's going from Alpha 3 to target Samurai. So that's going to be pretty big, as Punk is going to be in a different state of mind, not with the character he's usually known for, right?
And you know it's real because they banned the Akuma. They made sure Samurai did not have access to the Akuma. I'm going to go ahead and say Samurai of Team NASR has the most victories against Punk. I mean, just in Street Fighter League history.
Right. Okay,
right.
yeah,
I could say, I think I could say that. I want to check the standings. And while I'm checking those standings, you guys can get a word from Samurai, who's on the stage with Hollywood Rob TV.
I am here with the clutch, the GOAT of Street Fighter League. The most clutch man that I have actually know. Punk and iDom been pretty good too, but you really high up there. My guy, XSK Samurai, how you doing, bro?
Good.
You guys actually came from 1-3 to bring it all the way back to where you're at right now. And let's speak a bit on where you're at right now. That's the very important thing. After your clutch win, it actually puts you guys in a situation where you are top 2. You're 5-3, and so is Team All In, a team that had dominated. How does it feel to be in second place, and is it a big deal for you to stay there?
Absolutely, yeah. We want to be able to be in top 2. But ultimately, I spoke with the team, and we all agreed that we're not going to worry about the results and look at the leaderboard, because that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when the job is done, that's when we look at the results and say, okay, this is where we're at. And you know, our end goal obviously is to get to the championship, and that's all we care about. But at the moment, we're going to focus on now and focus on each match in front of us. And you know, it's important because, like you said, we were 1-3. We were barely working together.
Yeah.
It was taking us time to get the balls rolling. It's one of those things where you have to talk about and share your thoughts and feelings post-match, pre-match, and and be honest and share, communicate. That's the whole thing. Communication is the biggest thing, because when you have communication, you have trust. You have trust, you have confidence.
And then that's going to translate to your
performance,
to your play. Yeah. So I'm hoping that you'll be open with your communication right now, and I ask you this question. You and Punk have a bit of a history. When it comes to the possibility of you guys playing in top 2, I asked Punk about it in the interview. he said that he's actually a bit worried about running up against you. What do you think of that? And would you relish the opportunity to send Punk's team specifically in a loser's bracket?
I think, I mean, obviously Punk is a great player, great talent. It'd be really exciting to compete against them for the, the final spot. Ultimately, whatever they say, whatever they think, we don't really care because we're out there to compete. We're out there to do our job, and that's really it. Nothing we can do. At the end of the day, if you know who you are, and if you trust your skill, and you know exactly what kind of player you are, that's all you need. You don't need anybody else's approval. You don't need any social approval.
Well, Samurai, one thing that I do need before we close this interview out is for you to tell me what shoe is this? It's a boot, but what is this? What are these shoes?
Those look like Air Force Ones.
Ladies and gentlemen, Samurai.
Samurai, wise words from the meditating man. Personally, I love his approach to Street Fighter League. Threw in 1 through 3 seasons or 2 and 3 seasons. Just looking at the way he's evolved as a player, now being with NASR, becoming a major threat not only in Street Fighter League but in just the regular CPT or any tournament that he chooses to enter.
But the same could be said on the other side, right? When it comes to Team Alpha 3, we saw how shaky things were in their first week of gameplay. And then there on out, they went on a rampage. They have been completely undefeated since that one emotional set. And, I think that has a lot to do with how Punk's mentality is as well with his teammates. You had Samurai as being a veteran of SFL. Now you have 3 on the side of Alpha 3 with Nephew, CJ Truth, and Punk, all acclimated to this environment. And again, it really shows as they're currently sitting in first place in the standings, right?
Yeah, that's definitely true. And also, we get an opportunity to hear from none other than Alpha 3's captain, Punk.
I am joined by the Alpha, the leader of Team Alpha 3 and the Alpha Academy, Punk the God. I'm sorry, PG Punk today. How you doing, bro?
How you doing? I'm doing good, man. Nice hat.
Yeah,
doing good.
That's the big drip.
Yeah, you feel me?
So speaking of the big drip, I noticed that you have like a bear. Like, you move your hand so that people can see. Is that a bear? Yeah, that's definitely a bear.
Yeah, that's a bear.
Cute teddy bear. It's a wallet, right? Whose is it?
JB's.
Do you know what's in it?
Nah, but we can find out.
I would like to know.
All right, let's see.
We really don't know, by the way.
All right, so before that, we have
Bro, don't show his card numbers on.
Nah, it's not. This is a Macy's card.
Hold up. That's mad random.
It's platinum too.
Macy's?
Yeah, this is a Macy's card. And this is Von's Club. I don't even know what that is.
VON, like King Von?
Yeah, I don't even know what Von's Club is.
JB a killer. What else you got?
All right. You got one more thing. He got a lot of money in here.
Damn, JB.
You trying to share this,
Those
Rob?
big bills.
You trying to share
Let me
this?
get $1.
$1?
A single.
You want 100? There's 100 in here.
I'll take this. I'll take a single.
I'm gonna keep the 100 then. I'll give you a later.
All right, thanks, buddy.
All right, yeah. Thanks, JB, by the way.
Oh yeah, shout out to JB. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we need to eat tonight.
Yeah, it's been a struggle.
Yeah, it's definitely been hard on us.
Something that has not been a struggle is getting victories for your team thus far. As far as your upcoming matches, right now you guys are what? 7-1?
7-1, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're 7-1, which is ridiculous. Your only loss was your first loss of the season.
We didn't
this
lose.
is the thing. Every loss, I was just gonna say, every loss counts, right? Every loss counts.
We didn't lose. We still undefeated.
Every loss does count. But
I don't see a loss.
It is interesting that it was only that first one. It's not even like it was in the middle of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it was that first one, and then after that.
Yeah, that we don't count that. I don't even see that loss.
You don't remember that?
Nah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, well that's a good mindset to have. Maybe that's how you guys recovered. I hope you do know what I'm talking about when I bring up this name, XSK Samurai Ball Fury. You and Samurai definitely have a bit of a history. Of course, you've coined the term Walmart taquito, which is one of your best insults that I've heard, to be quite honest. So yeah, Team NASR is actually your next match. And they need wins at this point to try to stay in the playoffs. Would you like specifically to have the vindication of keeping Samurai out of the playoffs?
I don't really think it's possible to keep NASR out of the playoffs.
Well, you could help.
But we could keep them out of top 2. Yeah, I actually think they're like the hardest team for our team.
They're ridiculous.
So I'm definitely going to try to beat them and if I can keep them out, that's what I would love to do, keep them away from the playoffs. So, you know, I'm going to try my hardest. I'm sure CJ and Nephew going to try their hardest. And we definitely going to win 100%. I already see the future. I'm like, that's so Raven, you know?
Oh, damn, you know about That's So Raven?
I got bars, bro.
It's looking like it might be Team All In. I know you're saying that you think NASR is maybe the most difficult team for you. So would you like Team All In to be in top 2 with you going into that winner side of the bracket?
Yeah, I would like to beat them. Strider was talking that he's going to see us in the playoffs.
Yeah. He said they're going to have your run back, the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a tiebreaker. We never lost to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not really personal. You know, if you suck, you suck. That is how I see it. If you get upset at that, you can do 2 things. You can prove me wrong, or you can go and get better.
Who sucks?
The whole team, pretty much. They're not very good, honestly.
What about SKZ?
He's just very random. Like, super random.
So what's wrong with Strider? You don't think that did he make Capcom cut?
I mean, if you can't activate one time against Colleen in a matchup that's in favor for your character, I think it's something wrong there. I would think it's something that you need to work on or something.
But iDom, some people even say that iDom is even better than Punk the God, PG Punk.
I mean, I feel like we saw he loves the Colleen match. He says that out of his mouth, not my words.
So he says that, okay.
Yeah, he loves the Colleen match. He thinks it's in lower favor. I don't play the matchup ever, and we seen what happened. When skill meets someone with more experience, skill still comes out on top every time. If people can say he's better, I honestly don't care, because like if he's competing for top 2 in America, I'm top 2 in the world. So I feel like it's really no argument there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Punk the God, top 2 in the world, top 2 in Street Fighter League, top 1 in Street Fighter League. It's been a pleasure, bro.
Love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Wow. Punk says you guys are looking at the wrong thing. Your aim is too small. You want to be the best in the country, in your respective regions, in your city. I want to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
Yo,
He's talked about that in his interview as well. When it comes to the best in the world, if it's not Tokido, then you don't talk about it, right? I'm definitely in that conversation every single time. You guys don't mention anybody else, because I think right now, as it stands, I'm the best if Tokido's not in that conversation.
Look, hard contention. But some people have been up on that big stage, that big Evo stage. It's also Bigbird has been on that big Evo stage, knows what it's like to play in the top 8. It's a vital situation. Right now, the team dynamic is something that the entire team NASR zeroing in on. They're going to get better at it. Alpha 3 has definitely gotten better at their team dynamic, as well as just having a passionate Punk that you have to deal with. But once again, it's going to be down to the gameplay. We're going to have Bigbird going up against Punk to start off our team battles.
Round 1. And we see, again, the G secured on the side of Bigbird, Colleen on the side of Punk. Here we go, game 1. Already starting off with the fireballs, just trying to hover around ranges with Colleen as Punk. You're looking for maybe a fierce, a heavy punch, or even a back roundhouse, right? You saw the exchange there. Another fierce coming from Punk. Another one this time finds the crush counter. You're not beating me in neutral. Oh, V-skill 2?
V-skill 2? You dirty son of a gun. Oof.
That is a giant Abigail in this.
Ow. The inflatable Abigail. Oh, that's done. Stand up, freeze. Okay.
Side switch. Oh, same side. What a block from Bigbird.
Activate. Nice. And guess what? Now the match has just started. Wheel kick. Don't get scooped.
Nice.
I just told you to make sure you keep your hands and feet inside the G at all times. Look at the damage. Look at that. That was 80%, bro.
Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute.
Nice. Let's go.
That was 80%. That was easy how we stopped it. You throw lava at ice. Come on, dude. It's a battle of the elements, okay?
You got hot hands. Crouching medium punch. Just stop.
Battle of the elements. Lava, ice, lava wins.
Threw a wrench at her
that was level 2 lava, bro.
Sweep no V trick.
Ooh. I love, look, as much as I hate G, the standing heavy kick, don't lie like that. The standing heavy kick hit that, oof. I love it.
Nice. Hey.
You know what? I'm done with you.
Hey.
Fourth throw. It's gonna pretend like you're not here. Wow, so far away on the activation. Did not think that was gonna hit. I
like
love
him
that.
not
I
quick
love
rising for
that
that.
lane there. Yeah.
As soon as he saw the hail coming in, he was stationary. for
Activate.
sure.
Don't get scooped.
Hey.
I just told you
not to do
It said it. Don't make me
Hey.
tap the sign.
Hey.
Keep your hands and feet
Hey.
inside the
Hey.
vehicle at all times. Normal throw.
Hey.
Oh!
I got hit too.
In this case, you do not want to remain seated, right?
No.
That's the
I
thing.
got hit. Look, and Angrybird heard you out of his seat.
Like if he, I think the first round he was about to give, like he had V trigger, so he could have just spent EX hail.
Okay. When you're in
This team.
Oh, CJ had something for Punk, but Punk immediately went into the rematch, right? So
I think right
if
now.
he has some sort of advice, he has to say it now.
Yo, wait till angry. That's Mikey. That's Mikey getting loud over that samurai, making some noise for his teammate.
He thought
Big
that
punish.
was a whiff punish. Mistimed it. Nice backdash there from Bigbird,
Ow,
but big
the
crush counter on the
crush.
side of Punk, dashing through the snow. Here we go.
Oh.
Activation from Colleen, trigger 2, still with that massive range and the stun.
Ooh.
That's more than enough, right? No, actually, it's hard to tell.
Oh, you're dead.
The critical art built just in time. Calculated maneuver from
kill with
Punk.
2 bars, right? If I
He
left
said
it.
dashing through the snow
That's right.
with the V trigger 2 on Ye. To the toes we go. CA all the way. Ha ha ha.
Nice.
Noise.
Hey.
Stand like
Hey.
it. Oh.
Oh. Again, outside of that range, there's gonna be a lot of heavies coming out, but if
Mm-hmm.
Big Bird, again, walks out of this range and throws out the fireball,
Forward heavy punch from G, you can space it to make it a lot
Nice.
harder to punish.
oh,
So that's why you see Big Bird
Nice.
stand at that heavy kick range. You stand at that heavy kick range, heavy punch, that forward heavy punch, you're not going to be able to block it. You see Punk coming up, walking further, and that's why you see it, because that back heavy kick is going to deal with all of that on whiff. Knockdown with the heavy, parabellum hands, forward throw, tick throw, here we go.
do it again.
Oh,
What a whip punish!
Not the game.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, it is. Oh, geez.
Footsies.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
that-
I was looking at the stun bar, not the
Footsies.
life bar. My eyes were looking at the wrong thing.
Can I get an I?
Aye.
Oh,
Okay. Let's go, Victor!
Wow. Look at the fake laughter from Angrybird. That was hella fake.
That's all anger.
That wasn't
That
even
was
real.
actually- that was so much anger.
was so fake. He's like,
That's
yo, he was so mad.
There's
He was
anger in
so
those eyes,
mad.
Migo.
He was like, yo, they're gonna hit me. They're gonna try to hit me with my own taunt.
Nice.
I like that
Yo,
anger
the
right there.
dash low. Wait a minute. Oof. Back up. I still got these heavy buttons. You better respect it. You got them. I got them too. Good offense. Oh, EX activate. Now I'm going to tell you Punk should not get scooped anymore. I feel like there's no way he gets
what a
scooped.
block.
No V skill cancel right there, and I'm not sure why. Knockdown. EX. Got to hold it. Jump out. Almost had the hit.
Oh, you saw the startup of that V skill, right? He wanted to close the gap with the projectile while in V trigger 1, but again, with Colleen V trigger 2, she is closing the gap so
Right?
fast.
And on top of that, Punk just loves to get in, right? Loves to close that space, put you on tilt. And instantly now we're on set point for Punk.
While still frozen, again, Big Bird, if he doesn't get a hit, he's going to be stuck in this state for
Hey.
a while. There it is, finds the anti-air, crouching heavy punch against Punk's, first jump in? I feel like?
And this fireball, now I was actually telling 801 Strider about this. I said that this fireball from G helps out a lot. And he said, hey man, you probably don't want to get into that range, which is true. Colleen is definitely one of those characters that can get into that space, and you have to respect the normals in a lot of instances, even with the fireball. And whoa, we got to stop hitting buttons.
Oh, he's making sure the peripherals are on,
I like
are
the
on
whip,
point too. I get
stand leg
that.
kick.
Making
All the
sure he gets
bags.
Walk
himself
into the
ready for
EX
the next round.
hands.
I get it.
Yeah, that was a setup. That was a setup.
Absolutely genius. Unbelievable. So great.
So, again, about that conversation, right? One of the things that Punk excels at is closing the space really well. Now, if you're G and you want to throw those fireballs, you have to be outside of that fierce
Yeah.
range. You're trying to tease that as well. I'm pretty sure, Punk, as soon as he spotted that strategy, he's like, all right, you're going to get out of my heavy ranges. Well, I'm going to keep walking forward till I'm back in that range so that in case you throw a fireball, I'll be within range to block it, one. And then if you try it again, I'll throw my heavy because now I'm well within range. At the same time, you're losing the state as G. You're backing yourself into this corner exactly where I want you.
Exactly.
That's happened so many times in that match. Really well done. The strategy there is just on point from Punk.
Punk would never teabag me. I don't like you anymore.
Bigbird says Punk would never teabag me.
But I love you.
I don't like you.
I'm not your friend anymore.
You're a man.
We're getting into it. Samurai against CJ. Team NASR Samurai. Team Alpha 3's CJ.
Round 1. Fight.
I gotta, man, if I'm Angrybird right now, I gotta get real loud.
Blark. Oh, my man just gonna vomit on the floor, bro?
And it's still creeping towards him.
Man, that noise. Can I get Capcom on the line about who did that? Nice. Forward throw. This is the strength of Samurai. As well as CJ can control that neutral, now you have fireballs to deal with. And I can tell you right now, my man Mikey knows how to chuck.
But it's a whole different kind of Nikali, right? With the V-Skill 2, I feel like that just gives so much free range for CJ to close the gap, right? But one of the things he has to be concerned about is the fireballs.
Looking for the jump. Yep, I already knew it was coming. Ground game is going to be the option now.
Already has V-Trigger 2 ready. Okay. This might be a whole different story for CJ Truth.
Man, you know, I would run V-Trigger. Nah, actually, no, I wouldn't. Oh, stand like kick command throw. Another one. I bet you want to do it again.
Oh, we all got
back throw.
Trigger on the side of Samurai as well. Throwing more and more fireballs. That's been the main game plan, right, so far. To force CJ in. Oh, yeah.
Uses the armor and the dash up EX command throw. And look, so the thing about Nikali is when that V trigger becomes active, even though he can't V reversal, the speed increase is terrifying. My man gets so scary. Yeah, dude.
We saw that right at a flip of a switch, went for the disc guidance to go past the fireball from that distance.
Takes one hit of armor. So you got to be careful. Stand heavy kick, good patience on the side of Samurai. Still not overextending in these situations. Uses the EX, dashes up just to dissipate that V skill too. Crush, you got to be careful swinging up close. Little unfamiliarity with that crush counter combo right there from CJ.
Yeah, that could have been a decent amount of damage as well, and the corner carry, right, if you ended it with disc guidance, but still Samurai forces himself into this corner because of the threat of V skill 2 coming from Nikali.
I love the fact that using the threat of V-Skill 2 with Nikali has done so much for the ground game of CJ. Another way of controlling the pace, right? You have that ground projectile, you walk behind it, and using the V-Skill to low-profile actual fireballs is perfect.
And look at this. Yeah, CJ is just waiting for the V-Trigger to wind down on the side of Ryu. He still has full resources on deck. Critical art, V-Trigger, what have you.
Yeah, anything blocked right now, I'm anticipating activation from Nikali. There we go, low forward. A crouching medium kick, activate. And there's still a lot of life on the side of Nikali, but not a lot of time left on that on the clock.
Critical art?
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, this is. I think this is over no matter what.
Boring,
no matter what.
bro.
No hit or anything. This is still done. He cannot do enough damage in the amount of time.
Back up.
Yeah,
Back it up.
And this is mental damage right here, right? This is all mental damage.
This is
You didn't like that?
boring, bro.
Optimal Street Fighter.
It was kind of hurting my eyes.
Bro, what is wrong with y'all two?
Make sure you don't get your stomps parried. So.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go, Jason!
Wow, before he even gets the chance.
More spit!
More spit. I think it was something on 8.
Should we just make a sound every time he does V-skill?
No.
Oh man, the Street Fighter here is so good.
He almost fell out of his seat. Are you okay?
Game number 2. Man, that noise, dude. I don't know what it is. It just kills me. You know what it feels like to make yourself laugh from a sound that you make? It's crazy. Oh, dude. Anyways, here we go. That V skill 2 once again. And he's using it to just kind of like sheep, just herding him over to this corner. And he's just standing there. And you don't want to do that. Finally gets a hit. No knockdown, though. And I feel like that's what Samurai needs if you're going to want to control this.
I like this. Samurai keeping it more compact, right? He's not going towards that corner in fear of the V-Skill 2 anymore. He's not afraid. What he needs to do is poke with that medium kick, exactly what I was about to say. Samurai coming through with it.
We've seen what those command throws can do for CJ's game. And the thing is, the Samurai's content playing this speed, right? We seen him wait all the way to 27 seconds left on the clock, even before a move was made. But once again, the corner's still there. No whiff punish. We saw the disc of guidance last time to get through that fireball and use the armor. It is on the table now. Pace once again being slowed down. And I said slow down, and that's CJ stepping on the gas. Is this a stop sign? Looks like a go sign to me.
Yeah, and I like Samurai just still sitting there, right? Not quick rising to throw off the timing of CJ Truth while shaving time on the clock at the same time.
Oh, no. You better be careful.
Don't let him dash up again. He dashes up again. It's lights out for Samurai. Oh, he knows it too. Throwing out the crouching light punches and the low medium kick, the staple.
Look at the
dirtiest feet in the business of Street Fighter.
That's actually true, bro. My man has touched toes to ground in every continent on the planet, bro.
Still refuses to wear shoes. At
Right.
this point, I think the nerve endings at the bottom of his feet are null and void.
My man's definitely got hobbit feet. You think Nikali feet are bad? He's a brand new Street Fighter character. His feet ain't even dirty yet. Still got the cuticles on them bad boys. Oh, back throw.
That got me.
Back throw again. And I love the pace the Samurai's playing at the first anti-air dragon punch. We've seen how CJ has gotten these games started. Its activation, dash up, command throws have really been the tail of getting CJ started here versus Samurai. And Samurai just using the walking speed, playing around that V-Skill 2.
No whip finishes on the side of CJ Truth, but it's so scary, right? Stand medium kick is still kind of difficult to contest.
And just walking right next to the V-Skill 2. That way you can't get rid of it. And look at the slow and steady game once again to avoid the dragon punch. Uh-oh. This is not good. V-reversal. Another one, and that's not a good position to be in, but dashes out of there, and we're going back to this long walking game. CJ uses V-Scale 2, walks behind it so you can't...
playing lame. That's what I'm talking about. He's shaving off so much time, but here comes CJ Truth.
Guess for your life. Guess for your life.
He's so good at breaking down the defense.
Oh, forward throw and set point.
It was so far, Steve. Are you kidding me?
Bro, look at these matches. These have to be the longest rounds we've seen in Street Fighter League. To date, these have to be the longest rounds.
It's gone down to just about 10 seconds every single round, no?
Yeah, they've definitely been within that 20-second mark for at least, what, 4 of the rounds at this point? Oh, good placement on that fireball right there.
Checking the normals again. One of the biggest things is that CJ knows exactly when and where to dash, right?
Who would have
Places himself
thought?
so well.
Oh no, this is not good. Samurai in trouble, and stun is on the table. Backdashing a little bit. Finally gets around in that last, taking around in that last interaction, but still, this is set point for CJ. And he's playing lame too.
Extra damage on that. Uppercut again. Extra damage. It's in V-trigger, bro.
Temperament so slow right now. Life lead still in favor of Nikali. CJ laming it out even more so. We've seen Samurai capacity to play just as slow, about 35 seconds just about left on the clock, and it's just winding down.
Life leads slightly in favor of XSK Samurai. 30 seconds on the clock now.
Who the hell is XSK Samurai?
You know, this dude with Ryu.
Oh, okay.
I can't help it.
I know.
It's so difficult.
And, no CA. That could have, dash up. Now you got to be careful.
Yeah, it doesn't have the meter for
it. To interrupt. He couldn't did Shoto get the donkey kick. Is it good? Is it good? The neutral jump. Oh my God, the anti and the low forward. Samurai stole that. He robbed this man.
I actually swear I low blocked. I did walk back low block. And it
Heavy
didn't come out.
DP would have killed there, right?
Yeah, Heavy DP definitely would have killed.
I don't think it would have worked.
No?
I think it would have stuffed.
Oh. Just make sure he doesn't get out of the corner like he has been.
You're looking like a rock with moss on it right now, bro. That's how long those rounds were.
CJ's defense, he's done an excellent job of breaking down Samurai's defense once he closes the gap.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's Ryu and Samurai who's done an amazing job of breaking down CJ's defense. But I will say this, and I have to commend CJ. The fact that we've talked about how fast my guy plays, he is playing some lame Street Fighter right now with Necalli. My man's not known to slow down. He's not known for reading books, you know?
Dang, like that?
I'm just saying, dude.
You gotta get a picture book. Those
Look,
count.
my man's got a damage book. That's what he's got. This is all pictures, baby.
He takes the book and throws it at you? Nice. Nice.
Whoa. Moby Dick. This is good literature.
Tale of Two Cities. Classic.
Catcher in the Rye. Why not?
We don't read.
What's a book? Video games.
Comics.
Oh, let's go. Manga. Anyways, you know what? Stay in school, kids. Match still going on. That's how long the rounds are.
But you know what? It went by so quickly. 35 seconds
Yeah.
left on the clock already. Samurai with a hefty life lead. Ugh.
Dash up once again. Life lead in favor of Samurai. Oh, no whiff punish on
Just
the V
outside of
reversal.
that.
Oh,
the
get away
interrupt,
from me.
That's a samurai. That's a patented samurai technique.
V reversal gets the knockdown perfect and gets a bunch of life off of there with that great life. Oh, you got to be careful. Please do not get scooped right now. 10 seconds. My man's just hitting crouch jab. Another crouching medium kick. And now the tides have turned once again. And Samurai is just taking his sweet time.
Do you know this is the quietest we've heard Team NASR? We only heard a subtle nice from Angrybird just now.
The long distance nice.
Nice.
Nice. I just wanted to let
Just
you know
over the hill.
Right? The hills are alive with the sound of...
Rocket.
That's not what I was going to say. Oh my god. Just controlling the neutral with that V skill too. And just to point out, this is our first time seeing Necalli's V skill 2 usage since receiving it in the update for Street Fighter.
It's the gift of giving is what it is. That's what he's doing. He's giving up all this V skill 2. Oh boy. The V skill 2 to slowly creep up, right? This is yours now.
Finally, that's the first time we've seen him anticipate that air Tatsu. But once again, starting to speed back up in favor of CJ Truth. 38 seconds left on the clock. Slow and steady wins the race, at least for Samurai has been, to get back in control. This is still set point, and it's winding down. 27 seconds left on the clock. V skill to set up the pressure. Oh, once again, but Samurai still fighting. I believe this is still doable, though.
There's still, critical art might be a threat here. If Samurai gets an opening with the critical art, I think he might get the life lead, even though there's 13 seconds left on the clock. Trying to close the gap. 10 seconds now. CJ Truth is not going to be taking any damage. Not anymore.
And we're going to a final round, final game here. Man, NASR versus Alpha 3. Look at what this is shaping up to be. Oof. Fireballs aplenty. Tries to get the sweep a little too slow.
Is it the first time we've seen it hit?
I don't know.
Maybe
No,
like
it's not the
second.
first time.
Maybe
This is
like
like the second time we've seen it hit. And once again, the navigation of said V skill by Samurai should not be left out.
my
Tatsu
God.
just evolved the tech of fighting V skill too. That Tatsu obviously has projectile invincibility. Using it in the neutral versus that is going to be really good. But that's also why you see Necalli, CJ dashing up and blocking. He knows that that's an option. Samurai known to Tatsu himself through a fireball or two in his day. Nice EX.
Oh, no. Mistimed it. He thought that was the
Oh
end of
my god, he
nasty.
bounced off the vomit. He slipped on the vomit on the way out.
Who's going to clean up this mess? Not I, sir.
Fourth throw. This is getting bleak for Samurai and Team
boy.
NASR.
Patience from CJ Truth. Listen, he may be a young man, but he plays like an old soul. He's got all the patience in the world.
But that's one of the things that makes CJ so good. The fact that he can play those kinds of games. He can make you speed up, and then you can see right now he can slow down to a crawl if have to.
This is a pretty difficult situation on the side of Team NASR. Again, we emphasize how important every single one of these wins could be for the standings, right? But we still have Angrybird left to play, going up against Nephew, fully unleashed for both of these characters.
Nephew coming up. Once again, I really like this order for Alpha 3. However, we've seen that man right there, Angrybird, run some OCVs. We've seen the capacity for NASR to stay alive, and Seth is the character that we're going to get in.
I like it.
You like it?
I do like
you
it,
about this?
actually,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I'm not too sure. I'm going to be real. I'm not too sure.
Round 1. Fight.
We have NASR's Angrybird going up against Team Alpha 3's Nephew. Seth versus Colleen, and the crush counter is first blood.
Oh, word? Got the counter hit confirmed off the crouching light kick. Yeah, tried to bait out. Oh, yeah, I like the vanity step usage from the V skill.
Dash up punish.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, no, you cannot walk up on Nephew. You cannot walk up on Nephew.
Nice.
Yo, you're good, Angrybird, but you got to be careful. And on top of that, V skill 1's on the table. And Angrybird's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I'm Angrybird.
Oh,
back throw.
That was a slight mishap, but it worked out even better for Angrybird getting the back throw. But here comes
Nephew's tick throws.
Nephew. Oh, boy, that standing heavy punch, extending the range with V-Trigger 2. Be careful.
The throw. First round. That's going to be Nephew. This is exactly what I was talking about. If you are going to try and control this pace, you have to remember that Colleen has big buttons. You get a crush versus this character, you get a counter hit. Look at the carry. Being able to shut down Seth's neutral is integral to the gameplay of being able to fight that character.
Oh, he found a bust out with the twin fang. Great confirm from the side of Angrybird. A forward throw after the dash down. Oh, Hecaton Curry's raw. He ran into it. Oh, in the back roundhouse, he tried. Nephew tried to snipe it out. Forward throw yet again. Look at all Angrybird right now.
Vanity steps and all extensions accessible no longer.
Nice.
Nice. Let's go.
Boy.
Big damage.
He won't play scared. He'll play like probably crazy because because he has Punk behind him.
Angrybird in that OCV position.
What a rebuttal, too, from Angrybird. And even better punish on the side of Nephew. Sweep into the hot hand, which is the ice hand.
Oh, man.
Parabellum. Oh, big crush off the Mad Cradle.
This is not looking good. Big damage, stun almost. Oh, wow, misses the anti-air.
Nice.
What a buffer there. Low medium kick finds the mark. Dashes up. Great tech from Nephew. What's the step? The ice step. Ooh, out of there.
Like Mega Man.
Bloop.
Doesn't sound like Mega Man, bro. I don't know what was that.
When he lands, it goes bloop.
Are you sure?
Into the V-Trigger 2 activation. The Hailstorm keeping Angrybird locked down. I like it. Uh-oh.
That could have been so much worse.
Yes, Steve. Earlier for your question.
Oh no! That is going to be
Boy?
Thank you, Victor.
Bruh. Don't do that.
What? You're playing really good.
Round 1.
I am about this order. So strong.
Nice.
Every single game up until this point has gone down to the wire, right? It's been so close. Now Nephew is really starting to break down Angrybird and looking to get the first 2-0, right?
Well, I mean, full team sweeps. We said that's what you want, right?
If you're Team NASR, again, every single one of these wins count for you.
Yeah.
But still sitting pretty nice in the standings, right? As it stands, right?
Ooh. Nice.
Crouching heavy kick. Coming from the side of Angrybird.
Single hits for the damage here. Playing footsies. This is what I was talking about a few weeks ago in this matchup. Colleen likes to swing at these ranges. And having V-Skill is so good. That tandem engine is so good.
Just install everybody's moves.
Yeah, you know what he wants.
Uh-oh.
Activation. Got to be careful here. I like the crouch short and just, nice whip punish.
Oh, but no follow through after the crouch strong.
Great tick throw. Excuse me. Angrybird. And just waiting out the timer for this V-trigger. Finally gets a crush, and look at the damage payout right there. Forward throw. You cannot afford to be stunned right now. First round, game 2.
Raw activation there from Angrybird. Nice. I like the trade-off. Was Nephew caught blocking low on that one?
Yes, on the caught blocking low on the first one. Tried to attack afterwards, and they traded. That was the KO.
Okay. Gotcha.
B skill. That back heavy kick right there in that range is So strong.
Hey,
I love committing
I
to the
like
crouching buttons. Committing to the crouching buttons and, like, you know, range 3 is so good. Still have the usage of that V skill as well. Ooh.
Nice.
Also range 3 good. That crouching heavy kick. Just think about when I say range 3, that's the range that I'm thinking about. Where that crouching heavy kick can hit and still be in contention that you have to worry about.
Yeah,
Nephew
same
still
with
backing
Colleen
down.
too, right? Again, back roundhouse have been the biggest threat for a lot of these players here at Street Fighter League. Again, we see it time and time again so often to control the neutral space. Angrybird still hovering around that range while throwing out his own crouching heavy kick, almost in similar fashion, right?
It's absolutely true.
Checking with the low medium kick, double time
Nice.
over. Yeah, I like that rebuttal from Angrybird. Not fearing the low medium kicks at all, but V-trigger is on deck for Nephew. There's the activation.
Oh,
Nice.
the neutral tries to get the follow-up just a bit outside. Not going to be able to get it, but here's the corner. Oh, interrupt.
Nice.
Goes
Oh my
straight into
God.
CA off the vanity step, which you stole using V skill.
On the dashes.
It's the
Yeah,
Big
Angrybird,
damage.
I hope he doesn't dash up. Yeah, walks up with a low check. I like that. Forcing Nephew. Oh, he spans it. Side switch. What a block from Angrybird.
Tries to go for the shimmy. Angrybird doesn't take it. The vanity step to get in. 8 seconds up. That's done. Let me get the arm.
My leg.
Don't worry
Don't worry about it.
My arm.
My arm.
Wow. My man, Nephew stole that.
All off of what? The target combo too from
Yep.
the lights?
Yep.
Oh, great awareness from the spacing there from Nephew.
And it was because Angrybird backed up and gave all that space to Nephew to walk out of that corner. I felt like the round that we saw Angrybird take from Nephew was because continued to challenge at a neutral range right here around that range 3. Just being able to fight right here is important. Less V skill in that second game, in this second match, excuse me. See now it changes up, but that gets the throw for Nephew. Yeah, 14 weeks in, it seems like the Seth isn't getting the job done. One of the reasons we say you don't want to have only one character come into the Street Fighter League dance. Saves so much meter right there. This next series can be the end of this set or the beginning of new life for NASR.
Who knows, man? Again, we mentioned how
CA
effective
can kill.
Seth can be, but it's been 14 weeks. I still think Seth is still as strong as ever, to be
Plus
honest.
situation.
Spins
Plus
it.
situation.
Spins it again.
Axe kick, and I love the chip.
Oh, no.
Oh,
too
just
out
a bit
of
out of
range.
range.
One too many lights.
Dead.
Oh, he's fine. He's
That's
more
dead.
than fine. He is taken out. Team NASR, that is Nephew clutching it for Team Alpha 3. Another W on the board. Nice and pretty in first place.
A team sweep. A team sweep on the side of Alpha 3. We mentioned that that's what you're aiming for anyway here. If you lose any of these matches, we'll get you less points on the board going forward. But Team Alpha 3 negates all of that. Dissipates the dream of NASR.
That is a word indeed.
It is definitely a word. Alpha 3, however, going to, strengthen that lead and their sights toward that playoff picture, going with another team sweep. And, man.
I gotta say, the entirety of Alpha 3 has played really well against their opponents and their playstyles, right? One of the more notable ones, in my opinion, is CJ Truth. The way he outplayed Samurai in his own game, the patience game. We've known CJ Truth to be a very aggressive player with that Kami. And again, switching over to Nikali, it's very unprecedented. We rarely get to see that pick. But here he is, again, CJ Truth doing so well for himself, growing before our very eyes. And I do believe he's standing by with Rob TV for that interview.
I'm here with Team Alpha 3, CJ Truth, coming off a huge win up against Samurai's Ryu with the Nikali. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I like how our team performed today.
So specifically that Nikali, I thought your Nikali was trash. Horrible, bottom of the barrel, worst I've ever seen. But it turns out that when you get that V-Skill 2 and you start playing that nooch, playing that lame game, your Nikali's actually kind of sick.
Yeah, I was talking to my team about it kind of the last couple weeks here. Like, I think my Nikali's better than it's played in tournament. I had 2 Seth players before, and I think that's why maybe the Nikali didn't look as good as it usually is.
So I actually talked to iDom about this concept, but it applies to you guys as well. Punk has been, obviously he's the strongest player here, and he's got you guys a few very important wins early on, OCVs. But we all know that when it comes to a championship team, like even if you have someone like Damian Lillard, they can't do it alone, right? You need an amazing supporting cast, maybe a big three even. It's not, he's the alpha, but this team is alpha 3 for a reason. And I feel like over these last couple of weeks, these last few weeks, you and Nephew have woken up just in time for the playoffs to your true form. Can you speak to what happened there and how you're feeling going into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think at the beginning, Punk definitely bailed us out in a couple of games. You know, some of those reverse OCBs were just unreal. But, you know, I think me and Nephew were just trying to find our bearings and get to a point where we're playing as good as we can be. And I think Nephew especially has really found his game. He's looking unreal right now. And I'm just trying to do the same because these guys are so good. I'm trying to keep up.
And you know, we had to get all the political questions out the way first, but you know what I want to know, CJ? What I want to know is if it comes down to it in this Team Alpha 3 going up against Team All In, you know, led by Punk, led by iDom, what's going to happen in that situation?
We're ready. We know what we can do. I think we're going to win.
I mean, iDom is coming for you guys, though. Laura, Poison, pick your poison. Ooh, damn, that's a bar. What you think about that, man?
I mean, he could do whatever he wants to do. It's not going to change what we're going to do, though. We're going to do the same thing and just go in there and show up, and we're going to execute, and we're going to win.
CJ Truth looking extremely confident, having every reason to be. Team Alpha 3 looking amazing right now. Steve, Vicious, back to you.
All I know is that Necalli is effectively the brake character of CJ, right? Like if Cammy is the goal, is the gas, Necalli, coincidentally enough, is the brake pedal. Completely slowed that match down. Had a time match against Samurai, one of the most patient players I know, in a high tense situation. Man, see, that was masterful, dude. The way that he was able to fight Samurai.
CJ Master Truth?
Dang.
Is that what that is?
Is that the evolution?
I like it.
CJ Master Truth?
I'm all about it, to be honest with you.
That solidifies and clinches that playoff picture for the side of All In as well as Team Alpha 3. We will get that matchup that Rob TV was just talking about. That is going to be the first match. The first team battle playoff week will be none other than Team Alpha 3 going up against Team All In, and that's only on the winner's side. We still have more matches to get into. Who else you guys are going to see play in that playoff week, and we're going to touch on that right after this break. You guys don't want to miss it. Stay involved with the conversation and join us right after this. We just wrapped up Week 14 of Street Fighter League. We saw two big team battles, UYU versus All In, NASR versus Alpha 3. This week's team battles officially clinched that playoff view and winner's side view. They get the sunset. They get the high rise. It's going to be All In going up against Team Alpha 3 first team battle of that playoff week. That's going to be a big one going forward.
And again, just to kind of mention what we've been doing week after week, we do have our Seiko play of the day. Between these two matches, it was so tough to call, right? Between All In and UYU, I think JB did phenomenally. NASR versus Alpha 3, CJ in that Samurai match, pretty dang good. Again, it was so hard to call it. Steve, I got to ask you for your input on this one. Who is our Seiko play of the day?
So we talked about it a little bit, discussed it, had a little back and forth, and we're going to give it to UYU's JB for making that amazing OCV attempted run. Takes out two of the members of All In. I mean, personally, that was the best we've seen JB play this entire season. And if you look at how he was just even taking advice from Oil King in some of these clinch situations, I feel like that's the kind of team dynamic they really want to go for. And it very much helped out with almost securing that victory versus All In, almost making a big move in shaking up the standings here, which was obviously their play going forward, not being able to clinch that playoff spot. Gonna be on the sideline for the rest of the season. I believe they did. That was their 10th battle, so that means it's done for team battles for Team UYU. Great representation as well. Once again, that team is a family in and outside the game. Shout outs to UYU for making sure Oil King was able to experience this, as well as getting one of my favorite players, Kami, out here. And it's always a pleasure to see players of the caliber of JB. Obviously, it's not the end. It's not the last time you see JB, but or the Team UYU, hopefully, and just great showing. Great matches played. You got to see some Stella Rashid play. but we move on to that playoff view. We have more team battles coming up, and it's going to start with the standings. We want you guys to understand what it's looking like going into the last week of regular play. So the standings are as follows. UIU holding it out at last place will be eliminated from that playoff picture. Of course, right above them and still tied with Psycho Shinobi, it's Dynamite. 4-5 on both sides. Dynamite slightly ahead. Above them, NASR taking another loss. They're going to go down to 5-4, and All In sitting at 7-3 after their victory. And of course, Alpha 3 with 8-1 heading into that playoff season. And man, that is going to be crazy. The playoff weeks are going to be so good because these teams have only played one other time, and it was explosive. I can't wait to see the run back.
This is super scary if you were Psycho Shinobi and Dynamite, right? The standings could still be shaken up, right? NASR falling to Alpha 3 was an absolute huge deal. And going forward, if you're Team Dynamite and Shinobi, you're looking for as many W's as possible at this point, as well as NASR to fall. It's so hard to tell which of these teams are going to make it in those last two spots. 3rd and 4th place. Again, these guys are gunning for these spots, and it's absolutely neck and neck at this point.
So what is it? We have NASR, we have Psycho Shinobi, we have Dynamite.
Yes.
Those 3 teams, only 2 of them are going to make it, right? And 2 of those teams are already tied. So it's going to be tight. It is going to be tight going forward. But make sure you guys tune in for next week's. That's going to be week 15 of Street Fighter League Season 3. 4 p.m. is the call time. You guys don't want to miss it.
We're going to have Team Dynamite going up against Alpha 3, as well as Psycho Shinobi versus Team NASR. This is the fight for their playoff lives here. 3rd and 4th place is on the line. You guys do not want to miss this fight. You want to see every one of these matches unfold before our very eyes, because we had 15 weeks of some of the best Street Fighter V play we could ever possibly imagine. And you're all seeing it here first on Street Fighter League. Again, we highly implore you all to check it out next week with week 15. It's gonna be a barn burner, we guarantee you. In the meantime, my name is Vicious, here with Tasty Steve, and we'll see you all on the flip side next week. What an interrupt.
Another one. Wait a minute. You know what time it is? Party time. The reversal. Oh, wow. I like what this looks like for Rashid. Oh, off the wall. My man's out of there. Look at the movement. Oh, my God. The change of trajectory. Hey, that's my rocket chair. Okay,
More spit.
I think it was something on 8.
Should we just make a sound every time he does V skills?
No.
It's the big damage.
I hope he doesn't dash up. Yeah, walks up with a low check. I like that. Forcing Nephew. Oh, he spans it. Side switch. What a block from Angrybird.
He tries to go for the shimmy. Angrybird doesn't take it. The vanity step to get in. 8 seconds left. That's done. Let me get the arm.
My leg.
Wow.